Paula, and all you ladies out there with the real women of Philadelphia. I'm Jo. Welcome to my kitchen, also known as my lab, where all things delicious are created. Or at least I like to think so. Now, I think most of us really like appetizers. I know I do. And I know when I'm getting ready to entertain, it's always nice to have something set out for our guests to nosh on, and it's kind of a preview of what's to come for the evening. Well, we have our standbys. We have the cheese platter, which works out well. We have the crudité platter. There is also our old standby of chips and salsa. And I know that some of us, we have gone to the grocery store and checked in the freezer section, and there is a box with a picture of a lovely appetizer. It looks very appetizing. Take it home, pop it in the oven, only to realize that it really should have contained a warning that said, contexts that are shown on the box aren't necessarily what's in the box. I love appetizers that are just hot and gooey and full of flavor. I'm going to change your perception of a warm appetizer with my heavenly little puffs of flavor. Now I know the name is a bit cheesy, and as a blogger who creates and posts weekly menus and recipes that include a lot of my own originals, I've come up with many creative names for my dishes that when you read the title, you know what you're getting. And you know what the dish is going to be. And with this dish, all I could think of was, these taste so heavenly. I kid you not. So let's get started in making this dish. To create the dish, we're going to be using the following ingredients. And I'm going to zoom in on the camera just to show you what they are. Now my hope is, as I prepare this, you are going to be able to catch everything I'm doing due to the fact that we are minus a cameraman. It's all up to me. So here we go. First of all, what we're going to do is we're going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees so we can get started on that. We are going to take our Philadelphia cream cheese and we are going to combine it in a bowl along with our sun-dried tomatoes. Get this in a bowl, and usually just let it out to room temperature so it softens up. And if you didn't have time to soften it, you can always nuke it in the microwave for just about 10-15 seconds. We're going to add our sun-dried tomatoes in, and we're going to mix this so that we combine the sun-dried tomatoes with the cream cheese. We'll just mix them really well. And in fact, these two items combined together make a lovely dip, possibly for that crudité that needs help. I would try it. But we're not stopping here, we're continuing on. We're going past a dip. After you combine this thoroughly, we're going to get our puff pastry together. Now, this is what the flour is for. We're going to be sprinkling just a board or your counter with a little bit of flour so that our puff pastry does not stick. Have our puff pastry ready to go. What we're going to do is we are going to divide our cream cheese mixture in half, and we are going to spread it across our phyllo dough. So I'm just even it out here. And spread it out. Now be careful not to tear the phyllo dough. Alright. Now we're going to prepare a dish, and that's simply just spraying it with a non-stick spray. We don't want anything sticking. We want to make sure our dish will come out of the pan. Set this to the side. And what we'll do, let's get started on assembling this. What we're going to do is we're going to take our first piece of phyllo dough, and we are going to set it in our pan. In our dish. Now we want to make sure that when we're setting this in, we are setting our phyllo dough cream cheese side up. And we're kind of just tucking it where it will sit in there, corner to corner, and hold kind of, you know, just a little basket to hold all of our goodies. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to layer our chicken. Now, cooked chicken, rotisserie chicken works great. These are chicken that I made, so I have seasoned them. If you are getting a rotisserie chicken, I would suggest that you season them with a little bit of salt and pepper, because usually the seasonings are on the outside of the skin and a lot of it didn't make it into the chicken. So that's just my little tip on that. So we're going to spread our chicken through the bottom of our dish. Okay. Then we're going to place our bacon. Now with the bacon, cook it to where it's just slightly crispy. We don't want it extra crispy because it is going to be in the oven with an additional cooking time of, 12 minutes or so, and we don't want burnt bacon taste. Spread that across also. And next is our cheese. Now get it in all the little corners. And as you can see, this is a nice looking pie here. It's filling up nicely. Okay, all of our ingredients are in bowls. Now we're going to take our other piece of phyllo dough carefully, and this time we're going to be placing it in, of course, cream cheese side down. Yum. Now we want to set it in, and as you do, you're going to have to kind of work with it because you want to make sure that you are tucking it in so that all of the flavors don't escape. Now if you can see, hopefully you can, I'm kind of tucking over the other one, so it's going to be encased. Kind of, I guess, what you could always do with a brie. So you're going to create just a quick egg wash on top of this little dish. And an egg wash is simply 1 egg with just a tad of water. And we're going to just simply do an egg wash on the top of our puff pastry. It's not going to alter the taste at all, it's just going to give it this beautiful golden color. Now with puff pastry, I also suggest that as it cooks, we are going to make sure we just put a few slits in it so that way the steam can escape and nothing is exploding in there. So, next, it's time for the oven. We're putting it in a 400-degree oven, and we are going to cook it for about 12 to 14 minutes. We're just going to let the puff pastry do its thing. It's basically going to rise, puff out a little bit, and become golden brown. When that is done, we're going to take it out and we're going to set it out on the counter or, a hot plate or anything you have, and we're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes or so, just to make sure that all of the ingredients just settled in together. We don't want anything oozing out once we cut it. So I'm going to stick that back in, clean up my area, and I'll be right back with you when it's done. Welcome back. As you can see, the dish is out of the oven, has been resting, looks beautiful. Can't wait to taste it. So what we're going to do now, we're just going to cut it up and set it in a nice dish, and most importantly, taste it. Now I'm using a serrated knife because we are using puff pastry. Puff pastry. It's all loaded. You see all the different flavors in here, and it smells heavenly. And I guarantee you it tastes even better. This is amazing. It is amazing what you can do with cream cheese. It's amazing. As you can see, dish is plated and ready for our guests. And I guarantee you that these guests are going to love this dish. And they're going to be happy that you made this instead of putting out crudité. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for watching my video submission. Good luck to all of you who are competing. Enjoy the time you cook in your kitchen. And most importantly, have a fabulous day. Bye.